Now that we've seen that we already have some sort of app, the Hello World app, let's go through the project structure and just see what we have here already. So I'm going to close this res folder. So at the top level is app. So this is the root directory, the root folder for all of the stuff in our app. The first folder under that is manifests. We'll open that up and we see this Android manifest.xml. We don't need to touch this yet, but basically this is a configuration file for our app. I'll close this. And then the next thing is our Java folder. So Java, of course, is the programming language of Android development. And the first thing we see here is this package. So this is the same package name that was auto-generated when we first created the app. And under there is where all of our code lives. So the only file we have so far is main activity. And main activity is a file with Java code in it. Again, an activity is the manager of a screen. So we actually created this when we first created our project. There's a lot of boilerplate here, and we'll get into it later, but we don't need to worry about this right now. All you need to know is that under Java and under our package is where our code lives. The next folder is res. So if we open up res, there's more subfolders than we've seen in the others. Res stands for resources. So resources being things that are generally user-facing and static. So what's an example? Well, we have images. We have things like text that doesn't change, that's user-facing, menus. So images and sort of shapes, that kind of thing, goes under drawable. And you can actually see there's something here already. If we open one of these files up, this is actually the little icon that is provided by default for our app. So we can go over to our Nexus, go to the main menu, and you can see here we have our Hello Droid app, and this is they're the same icon. So we put images under there, shapes, sort of more graphic stuff. Under layout, we have our activity_main.xml, and layout describes layouts. So how is a specific screen or portion of a screen laid out? What user interface elements does it have? We get to describe that all in this file under layout. The next section is menu. So menu, of course, describes menus. It's similar to layout, but we're describing the layout, the items that are in a menu. And then the last folder is values. We have dimens, which is different dimensions that we're going to use. Strings, which is where we keep text. So you can see here, this is where Hello World is. And we have styles. There's nothing, this is pretty empty right now, but we get to describe how we style our app in that file. So these are all the folders and files that come by default with the app. We also have this Gradle scripts thing here at the bottom. Now Gradle scripts is not Android specific, it's a general Java tool. So if you used a different IDE besides Android Studio, you don't have to use Gradle scripts. But Gradle is the tool that is used with Android Studio. Lots of people like it. It does make our life easier. We don't really need to worry about it too much right now, but we'll see later how it helps us manage some things with our project and it makes our life a little bit easier.